Here at the Lactation Foundation, we are a community breastfeeding resource for mothers and also healthcare professionals. One of the ways that we are able to help moms with breastfeeding, even if they're not in our local area, is through the use of teleconsults and their local WIC clinics. We prefer to see mothers in person for lactation care, but with Houston being so big, many times the moms who need the most help are unable to access that help in their own neighborhoods. One of our best collaborations was with the University of Texas Medical School at Houston, and so we are able to offer our medical residents and the Department of Pediatrics, Family Practice, and OB-GYN the opportunity to advance their clinical skills in providing lactation care.
About 78 to 79% of moms in Texas initiate breastfeeding. However, they are not continuing to meet their breastfeeding goals. A lot of moms drop off even in the first 2 weeks.
After discharge, of course, some moms have difficulties with breastfeeding, or maybe they just have a lot of concerns and need that reinforcement. So we refer them to the Lactation Foundation, as well as there are some private LCs in the community that can also see them.
After we receive a referral from the hospital, one of our consultants will call mom and offer her an appointment to come in for one-on-one consultation.
Whatever their issue with breastfeeding, we have ideas and we have strategies here, because most likely if you're going through it, someone else had been through it. We hear a lot at the WIC office that moms stop breastfeeding because they have to go back to work. There's a lot of laws that help support moms to go back to work and be able to breastfeed at the same time.
So women use the Lactation Foundation as a resource initially when the baby's in that first couple of weeks. They come and get help, and then we see them call us again when they're about 5 or 6 weeks ready to go back to work, and then we see them at different stages of development.
It's not enough to have a list of resources for moms. We also had staff from the Lactation Care Center and the Community Baby Cafe come and talk to our staff. This is really helpful to have the people who are living it every day, and through that helped us establish our peer counselor program as well.
The Lactation Care Center for the City of Dallas WIC program is here to promote breastfeeding, but more than anything, it's here to help moms feel nurtured and empowered. I've gone into hospitals and said, hey, you're working on the 10 steps or ultimately baby-friendly designation. You need to have peer counselors in your hospital. Mothers feel comfortable with the peer-to-peer support, and many of them have 10 to 20 or more years experience. So these peer counselors can really effectively help moms with latching their baby, providing education, and also telling them about the WIC program. It's such a win-win because they get that continuity of care, especially if the peer counselor saw them in the hospital and then they come back to their WIC clinic or the Lactation Care Center. They're getting that continuity all the way through from that peer counselor support.
Before I moved to be a peer counselor at the hospital, I was a peer counselor at the WIC office. And South Dallas is majority African-American women, and when I attended that office, it was 20% to 30% breastfeeding. And when I went over there, I got our rates up to 100%. So we were 100% like 3 or 4 months, but every mom that came through just by being educated wanted to breastfeed, at least try to breastfeed.
About 3/4 of our moms initiate breastfeeding, but then they stop and don't always meet their breastfeeding goals. We have to make sure that mom gets the support when she goes home. If they do the 9 steps and we don't have the 10th step, we don't have that continuity, and that's where we want to make sure we're increasing duration and exclusivity.
I'm very grateful for our community partners. We all work together to help moms cross the finish line.
What we are doing right now, every day, is changing the future. It's not just what happens today, it's what happens in 6 months, and it's what happens in a year. And then as these babies grow up who were breastfed, that becomes the norm. And that's how we change the culture, and that's how we change the future for our children.